lovely people, Nina here. So this week when this goes up, as of today, if I get it up by Saturday, which is the plan, it should be the 4th of July, and it's America's 250th, and this 4th of July just feels a little bit not as great, and it's just kind of, America's not in the best place right now, but since today is the 4th, I figured I would talk about a few books that I think would be good reads to learn. I think the best way to fix what is happening is to learn about history, because if we don't acknowledge what's happening, then we can't learn from it. I have 4 different books that I figured I would suggest to you to read about. So the first one that I have is How the Word is Passed. This is my most recent read, and I absolutely loved this. This is by Clint Smith, and he goes to places in the South and other places to learn about the true history of slavery and the true history of like what happened and what is currently still happening. This is an amazing read. 10 out of 10 would recommend this. I would recommend this to everyone that I talk to. It's fantastic. He does such a great job with it. So there's that one. The next one I have not yet read, but this is on my TBR list. It's Separated by Jacob Soboroff, Inside an American Tragedy, and this is about Trump's first term and the immigration detention centers and how horrific and awful it is. And he goes inside and talks about the tragedy and what actually is happening inside these and is currently still happening. But yeah, so there's this one about immigration in detention centers in the US. Then my next suggestion, I don't have a physical copy of it because I rented it from the library, checked it out from the library, because we should be supporting our local libraries. But it's Stacey Abrams's Our Time Is Now. I'll put it somewhere on the screen so you can see it. Again, another amazing read about voter suppression in America and the history on voting and voter suppression. Again, especially in places like Georgia and like down south. But she talks about this and how it keeps happening. Again, a very great read if you want to read about kind of voter history and how they've continued with that. So there's that one. And then one of the last ones I have, which I really loved, is Barack Obama's A Promised Land. And he wrote this entire book on like a yellow legal pad, hand wrote it, and then had it made into a book. This is his history of his life and how he grew up, and then also his time as president and his presidency. And this is his first like term in office. I guess he's coming out with another book to cover like his second term. But this covers just like his first term. This is an amazing read. I was a bit younger when Obama was first elected, so I didn't know a lot of this information when I first read it, and it was just fantastic. And I love him, and this was great. So if you want to read about a president, and I mean, this one was really good. So Obama, immigration, and the history of the immigration detention centers in Trump's first term. And then a book on the history of slavery, and the true history of slavery, and then Stacey Abrams' book, which I'll put on screen somewhere. So yeah, I think these are 4, I almost said 3 because I'm looking at 4 fantastic reads. I think that this country right now is not in the greatest place, but I feel like we have a country that's worth fighting for, and I feel like reading about history and learning from it and how we can change and do better is very important. And I feel like these are good books to read and learn, and yeah. So that is all for this week. I hope you have a great week, and let me know what you're reading down below. As always, free Palestine. And also, with everything that's happening right now and the tragedy in Venezuela is so horrific and horrendous, I will put information down below, and how we can help, and where we can like donate to, because yeah, it's just, I've watching it unfold and it's just so horrible, and I feel for the Venezuelan people, and yeah, so I will put information on that down below, and yeah, I love you all, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye!